Hi guys, I'm sorry that we are a little bit late. We had some technical difficulties, so I apologize. Cassie's sound is not working. So I'm going to go ahead with the presentation, and hopefully in the meantime she can figure out her sound. So welcome. We are excited to share with you tonight a little bit about what we do as coaches. Like I said, I'm sorry we are 5 minutes late. Just some technical difficulties. So we're going to give you kind of a little sneak peek into coach life, what we do, answer some questions because I know that we have some, and kind of share a little bit about our stories. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Jillian Kaplan, and I have been a coach about 2.5 years. It has been a very different journey. I started coaching honestly for the discount because who doesn't like a discount, right? And from there, it just sort of grew into this business that I just never thought it would blossom into something like that. So it's been a really amazing experience for me. I started about 40 pounds ago. At my heaviest, I was 60 pounds overweight. I was a diet pill addict. I was someone that yo-yo dieted my entire life. And I tried 21 Day Fix as a customer in Shakeology and fell in love with it and found out I could get a discount on Shakeology. And I was like, I'm in. And people started coming to me and saying like, what did you do? And you look so great. And you sound better, you have more energy. And so that's how my business sort of grew. And I'm actually going to be sharing my income with you so you guys can understand what really this opportunity is all about. Recently I actually had a very bad accident about 5 months ago. I was walking my dog through a crosswalk and was hit by a car, shattered my pelvis, emergency brain surgery, the whole nine. And the truth of the matter is I truly believe that being fit really saved my life. And so I want to pay that forward, and I want to help more people become fit and healthy, because for me, fit and healthy is now so much more than skinny jeans. So what is Beachbody? For those of you that don't know, we are a fitness and nutrition company. We don't do wraps, pills, crash diets. It's all about all these programs you see here. You probably have heard of some of them. P90X, Insanity, 21 Day Fix are probably the most popular. And then Shakeology, which is our unparalleled meal replacement, as well as the brand new performance line. So what does a Beachbody coach do? We are virtual cheerleaders. We help people use the programs. We are not people that create the programs. We're not nutritionists. We're not exercise experts. We're customers that fell in love with the programs and the products and decided they wanted to pay it forward. I prefer gym versus at-home workouts. Totally fine. I think that some people really concentrate their business on the nutrition, which is great for someone who really prefers the gym, because you can help your customers with the nutrition. As we know, 80% of what you do is really, and see changes in your body, is really a direct effect on your nutrition, and the other 20% is what you do in the gym. So if you're more of a gym person, concentrating on the nutrition will absolutely not stifle your business. We have lots of runners, people that love yoga. I actually do hot yoga out of my home. And so there's definitely room for that, as long as it's sort of a healthy lifestyle. I don't have a huge network of people. Can I still do this? Yes. Absolutely. I started Beachbody. I didn't have an Instagram account. I actually didn't know what Instagram was. I had about 100 friends on Facebook, and truthfully, I just learned how to grow my network. A lot of people too choose to work this business in person. I personally choose to work this business pretty much solely on social media. And we have tons and tons and tons of trainings on how to work your business on social media and how that works. So you don't have to feel like, oh my God, I don't have a network. I haven't talked to anyone. What do I do? There's all that training available to you. And then another question we get a lot is, what if I don't have a beach body? As I said in the beginning of the call, I started 40 pounds ago. I started for a discount on the programs and the products, and people started to notice a change. And sometimes I think those of us that come in and aren't perfect and people have watched our journey know that the products work. And that's really part of what we do. Be proof the products work, right? So if you've watched someone and over the past 2.5 years, they've been able to lose a bunch of weight and keep it off, you know the products work. So don't feel like just because you don't have a beach body, that you can't do this. It's actually a great time to get started. And I think that's a poor misconception. You know, sometimes I think the name Beachbody gives people the wrong idea about what it is that we do. Okay. Cassie, is your thing working now?
It is.
Oh, yay. Okay. So do you want to go talk a little bit about yourself and talk a little bit more about what we do, and I will pick up at slide 7?
Sure.
Okay.
So my story is a little different than Jillian's story in that I am a teacher and I also teach yoga. I was teaching yoga in person. And then sometime right around after I had my son and I was feeling very lonely in my motherhood because I wasn't teaching yoga anymore. And I also didn't really feel like I had any fit friends. And so I decided to start teaching yoga online, which was wonderful, but it was also really hard on my body and long hours. And it was hard on my body also because I found out I was pregnant with my second son. And while I loved teaching yoga online, something about going about building a business online by myself was really hard and it was daunting and it was scary. And I never felt like I was having fun with it or like I was successful until I found Beachbody. And really, I just found Beachbody because my clients needed help with nutrition. And so that's how I came into it. But I fell in love with all of the products and just jumped right in, and it's been wonderful.
Okay. Do you want to keep going with the slides?
Sure, yeah. So what we do as coaches, the first thing is we share our stories and we share what works for us, as well as the information that we learn and that we know as people who are using the products. And we also help promote our products and we help, I'm sorry, we befriend people really and we just help them to find their full potential. And we want to just be guides for them. No, not necessarily people who are super duper strict about it or not necessarily people who are just their friends, but you can find your own happy medium and just help and guide the people that you become friends with on their journey. Um, we also host virtual challenge groups, which is so fun. If you've ever been in a challenge group, you know that that is the key because you can buy these products on your own and you don't really need a coach. But if you want to actually have it work, you need the accountability. And that those challenge groups are really where it's at. And then also, one of the best parts about it is by becoming a product of the product, you're using the products. If you already really like them, and you also get a 25% off discount. So that's really awesome as well. Do you want to talk about your transformation?
Sure. Yeah. So here we are sort of side by side. You can see the two of us had very different journeys. But on the left, I'm about 5'4". I was about 200 pounds, which is a lot for someone who's 5'4". I think it's actually in the obese category. And on the right, I've lost 60 pounds. So like Cassie was saying, the accountability groups is really what changed it for me. I'm someone that bought insanity well before I became a coach and did what Cassie was saying, which is I basically opened the program, tried a couple workouts, and thought, holy crap, I can't do this on my own. This is too hard. And it sat on the shelf collecting dust. And it wasn't until I found a coach and these private places to really share with other people that I saw long-term success without the use of, I was a former binge eater, I was a diet pill addict, and I'm proud to say that, I haven't binged in a very long time, and I am off diet pills, which is huge for me.
Oh, that's wonderful. Like even that in itself, you can't necessarily show a picture of that, but that's a huge transformation. For me, my biggest transformation came after having 2 kids in 19 months and refusing to spend any time away from them. So I work out with my kids around, and I work out at home. And the first picture was me. Actually, that was a celebratory picture because I was wearing jeans and I thought that was wonderful. And those jeans are now way too big. And then the second picture was about 10 months later, actually, after having my second baby in 19 months, after the 21-day fix extreme. And I don't even work out all 7 days because I can't always, and I was still able to get really great results. Granted, it is about a year difference between the pictures, but that's how transformations really happen, by sticking with it and by being in the private accountability groups. So for us coaches, knowing all the ins and outs of the products, that's great. But if you're not connected with your why and the reason that you really want to become a coach, then it's going to be hard to share that. And so we really do just think about, I mean, it doesn't really take that long. You probably have a reason why you showed up for this call. And I don't necessarily know what it is, but you do. And maybe it's because you want to get out of debt, or maybe it's because you want to lose weight and you want to hold yourself accountable, or maybe it's because you want the discount. Whatever your why is, if you share that, you will connect with so many people because they also have the same things going on in their lives as you do, as we all do, really. And then being on a team, okay, I have been on Jillian's team for a few months, and I have to say it is the best. Honestly, I can't speak highly enough about being surrounded by people who really care, who are really pushing for you, who are really striving for you. And Beachbody holds all these great contests all the time that just make it so fun. And I'm sure she'll talk more about it because she's been involved for much longer than I have. But if it weren't for this team aspect, I feel like I'd be off floating around in like internet la la land, just trying to do my own thing and not having people to ask questions to. But I have this great family that has already accepted me, and we welcome and accept all of our new coaches and just treat them so well.
Yeah, just to add to that, I really didn't understand a lot about a team. I was like, yeah, sure, like there's a team of people, but I'm sure there's a ton of competition, and there's just not. Like, people share openly and freely. I have a Google Doc folder where I keep literally my brain, and I give the entire team access to it because I want them to be successful. We run a new coach training the first Monday of every month. The next internship starts on the 5th, and it's day-by-day accountability, little to-dos every day. And, it's whatever you want to do with it. It doesn't need to be that serious. If you want to go all in and make it a full-time income, you can do that. If you don't, you don't have to. It's just a really great, positive, safe place when we know sometimes the internet is not the most positive place, right? So it's nice to be able to log into our team page and see everyone encouraging each other. Another really interesting thing about this team stuff is that it's a reciprocal relationship, which means that, you think, oh, okay, well, if I sign up with Cassie or whoever invited me here, they're going to benefit. Which is true, but also something you may not realize is that as Cassie's team grows, your team is going to grow, and financially you're going to benefit from that. It is not a one-way street, and I know that Cassie has seen, her team grow because my team grows, and as she starts to grow her team, she's going to see all of that really help her income, which is key, right? Because it makes you root for other people. Hey, like if Jillian does really well, that's awesome for her and it's awesome for me, which is really a nice way to be. And I think it's something a lot of people don't realize. It's definitely something that I didn't realize coming into this opportunity, that there was this reciprocal relationship where, you help your coach, but your coach also helps you a lot more than you think financially. So that's really interesting. So we're going to kind of segue, that's a good segue into the money talk. So how do we earn money? What's really different about Beachbody than a lot of other companies is that your income is a direct reflection of how many people you help. It's not about selling stuff. This isn't, candles or bags or makeup. I know that people do and love, and I think that's great. But this is different. I am the worst salesperson in the world. If you follow either of us, you will see us never, ever, ever post a link to anything. We want to talk to you. We want to get to know you. We don't just want to sell you something and walk away, because you can go to an infomercial and buy P90X if you wanted to do that, right? We want to help you. So that's really super key and very different. We get 25% commission on a couple things. We actually get more than that. There are some things that we get up to like 35 to 40% commission on. And they just introduced that, which is super awesome. And we get a 25% discount. If you choose to grow a team, so if you choose to recruit people, you will also get team bonuses, which is awesome. And people often ask me, like, do I have to grow a team? No, you don't have to grow a team. It is not required. But I would say if you want to get a full-time income, which a minimum about $1,000 a week, you do want to grow a team unless you think that you're going to be able to sell, which is not me. But there is no pressure to grow a team. We have no minimums. We have no quotas. We don't stock products. There are like no requirements to buy or sell, which is super awesome. If you ask me anyway, as someone that doesn't want to keep a bunch of stuff sitting in their closet and have to ship it out every time someone needs it. So that's really nice. And if you have an off month, no big deal. You don't have any minimum you have to meet. All right, so I'm going to share my income with you guys now. I don't love doing this. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but I think it's important to understand what you can do with this opportunity. Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the Team Beachbody coach opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. And then you can see the statement of intended earnings if you want. So this is my income. I started for the discount, like I said. I think month one, my mom bought something from me because she felt bad for me. And then I realized the opportunity quickly and went all I won't say all in, but I went into this business. So these are my per month earnings. I work a full-time job. I work a 9 to 5 at a Fortune 10 company that I enjoy. I don't have any plans on leaving that job. I like what I do. And I think it's a common misconception that you have to like leave your job to make a good income at this. I really do probably 10 to 15 hours a week on the business. And I'm able to really help a ton of people. So if you want to go all in, the opportunity is there to earn that income. But if you don't and you still want to earn a good income, if you put the work in, you can do that. So it's really been, obviously by these numbers, you probably realize it's been really life-changing for me. And when I was out of work, I was able to really take this money and help us get me home, because I was in the hospital for a month and you need a lot of stuff to come home, like ramps and such when you're wheelchair bound. So there's a lot of things that are just really helpful. All right. I'm going to talk to you guys about myths, because I know that these are like common myths people have. So the first myth I hear all the time is you have to be a salesperson. We aren't salespeople. I'm the worst salesperson ever. You have to be willing to support and offer suggestions. You will not learn any sales training. I don't even use words like close or sales really ever. So don't feel like you have to be a salesperson. You need a lot of time. The issue is not lack of time, it's lack of focus. So if you're really focused, and we have these things called power hours where we work through and like a list of stuff that move our business forward, that don't include scrolling on Facebook, I think that you'll see great success. You have to have a garage full of inventory and invest a ton of money. Beachbody provides us with our own websites for customers to purchase products. You're not the middleman. You don't take credit card info. You don't have to do any of that. They take care of all of that for you. You're joining a pyramid scheme. So this is like my favorite. That's our little diagram. So it's so funny, right? We talk about that all the time. First of all, pyramid schemes are totally illegal. But second of all, at any time, you can be earning more than the person that brought you into the business. You can be outranking them. You don't have to wait for them. There is nothing holding you back. Whereas like the diagram on the right is the normal company, and you know that the CEO is earning more than the president, right? So it's less even pyramid-y than a normal company. Beachbody has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So, you know, it's a good, reputable company to work with. They were around long before they had coaches, but they found that people were doing what I was doing, which was buying insanity and having it collect dust. And they thought it was most important to bring coaches in so that people would continue to see results. Beachbody's motto, if you will, is end the trend. Their goal is to end the trend of obesity in America and Canada, which is amazing. Okay. So you are your own boss. We talked about this a little bit. You don't have any pressure to do anything, to sell anything, to help anyone if you don't want. You can just be working on yourself. And at any time you can change between these. These are just some examples. So a discount coach, someone drinking Shakeology just wants the discount. Maybe they're drinking the performance line. Maybe they're using a lot of the products and this makes sense for them. That's how I started. A part-time coach, loving products and promotions, working a few hours a week, earning extra income. And then a full-time life changer. This is someone that wants to build a team, creating a life of freedom. You can do this while you work a full-time job or instead of a full-time job, right? So that is kind of how you are your own boss. Okay, and then I'm sure you guys have questions like, okay, how the heck do I even get started? They've been talking so much. So you can sign up for $40 and start your own business, which is very reasonable. If you are military spouse, or veteran, you pay nothing to sign up. It is free, which is awesome, and you get your discounts. A lot of people join us just for the discount for that reason. And then you pay a $15 a month monthly website service fee. And I'll go into what that includes on the next slide and why that is the best deal on the planet. Or you can start with a challenge pack, which is the performance line or Shakeology plus a program of your choice and an eating plan. And that starts at $140. And that waives the $40 sign-up fee, which is awesome. And that's what most people do, to be honest, because it allows them to start being a product of the product, right? And you don't have to pay that $40 fee, and you get all of your own stuff, which is awesome. And there are great challenge packs available with both the performance line and Shakeology. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what the $15 fee includes, and then we will answer some questions. Okay, so the business service fee, you can think of it as a membership fee, like BJ's, if you're a discount coach. Media promotion and brand awareness, all that infomercial stuff helps us a lot because people know what it is. Your websites, which is huge. People just go to your websites and order stuff. We have an online office. All of your product warehousing, also huge. Customer support, great. Technical support, marketing, communications, and then all of our training. The other thing not listed on here that it includes that's like awesome and saves a ton of money is that you don't have to pay any credit card servicing fees. So when someone goes on the website and orders something, there's like a 3 or 4% fee that Beachbody has to pay to Visa or MasterCard that you don't have to pay for. So that is included in your $15 a month fee, which is awesome and pays for itself, as you can imagine, super, super fast. So I'm going to check and see if we had any questions, and we can answer those. Okay. All right. Someone asked if you have to drink Shakeology. Cassie, do you want to answer that?
Sure. So you absolutely do not have to drink Shakeology. Although it is the most nutrient dense drink you will ever find, I mean, ever. For some people, there are a lot of ingredients in it, and it doesn't work for everybody's body, and that's okay. You can also drink the performance line. We have a wonderful hydrate drink. We have a recovery drink, and we also have a pre-workout drink as well, that you can have with your challenge packs, or you can have with your monthly home direct orders.
Yeah. Yeah, and just keep in mind too, like if you don't need something 1 month and you are just discounting, you don't have to order any, like there's no pressure. So don't feel like you have to get something. But most people who are discounting do want something, and that's why they get the discount. So up to you. The other question is, I'm really overweight. I feel like no one will listen to me. What would you say to that? That's what the other question says. Do you want to take that one?
Yeah, of course. So everybody who is going to come to you as a client has a struggle, whether it's internal or whether it's their body weight. And they need to know that you understand what it's like to struggle. And so they want to see that you are going through some sort of transformation. So if you are overweight and if you are eager to get going with your health and fitness, then people are going to jump on board and they're going to be cheering you on, and they are going to be there walking that walk with you. So why not bring them along on your journey and help them, teach them everything that you learn as you go along your way. And it'll also help keep you accountable. I know for me, my struggles are more internal, and so I need health and fitness for internal reasons. And so I share that with my friends, and so that they understand where I'm coming from. Sometimes because for me, my pictures may not show everything that's really going on inside. And so it really helps me to be accountable to them as well. It's like Jillian was saying, it's reciprocal for my clients and myself as well. Like they hold me accountable and I hold them accountable. And it's a really wonderful relationship.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. I think I hear from a lot of people, oh, I could never do this because I can barely hold myself accountable. Yeah, that was me for 15 years. And it wasn't until I found this community that, I was able to be accountable. And as much as I do the work by helping my clients, I have to tell you, like, my clients showing up every day motivates me too. Maybe they don't mean to, but they certainly do. And I'm like, and who wants a coach that doesn't show up, right? No one. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to do my workout. Oh, I better get this in because, everyone else, I'm logging on and Susie did her workout, So I think that's really, really, really important. And it helps me like find fun, new, healthy recipes to share with them, and they share stuff with me. It's really been awesome. So We hope that you guys, I don't have any other questions here. I'm gonna just check one more time. No, I don't see any. We hope you guys enjoyed this. If you missed any part of it, the recording is on the exact same link. And just so you know, like little surprise giveaway, anyone joins us between today and February 1st is going to be entered to win a free week of Blue Apron meal delivery service, which is a super awesome meal delivery that gives you like fresh ingredients. It's for 2 people for a week, which is 3 meals. So it's 6 meals total, which is great. It's something that I use, and I think it's awesome and definitely fits in our plan because it's whole, fresh ingredients. So talk to the coach who invited you here. Ask them any questions you have. We hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. And we will, Cassie, you want to say bye?
Bye, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bye.